morning and welcome back to another episode of the Miracle Marketing Podcast, where we bring you interviews from business owners, celebrity guests, and hot topics. I am your host, Brandon Adams. My co-host, super producer, I could not make it today. It is his wife's birthday. Happy birthday to wifey. But we're going to have a great show for you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you would like to be a guest on the show, send us an email to amiraclepodcast@gmail.com. On today's show, we have a very special guest. She is a veteran in the business, seasoned vet, been in the game for a long time. You may recognize her from being on Def Comedy Jam, Comic View. You may have seen her in the movie Baby Boy. So without further ado, we're going to have some laughs and jokes this morning. I want to welcome to the show my girl, Miss Hope Floyd. How are you today?
Fine. How are you?
Good.
Finally get a chance to actually meet you in person or whatever, put a face to the voice.
I know we've been talking and texting all the time for years, so we finally was able to make this happen. How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. God woke me up this morning, so that's the first blessing of the day.
Well, that's always a great thing.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna go back to your career.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get started in comedy?
I knew I wanted to be in the business somehow, some way since I was 5.
Okay.
And fast forward, I did every Easter speech in my church. My grandmother raised me as a princess and stuff or whatever. So I've always been in front of people. And so fast forward, my mother came and got us from Michigan and we moved to California. And then I was in every school play. I was in every talent show. I did the speeches on Martin Luther King Day. I did all of that in front of the school. So I knew I wanted to be in the business. First, I wanted to be a journalist, do the news and, like an anchor or something. And then later on, in 1989, I discovered stand-up comedy. When I had my son in 1986, just hanging around raising my baby, I was watching TV and I saw Whoopi Goldberg one-woman show that she did with the 5 characters in 86. And I knew then I wanted to be in the business. I just didn't know what to do, how to do it, or what the scene was like in LA. And I waited about 3 more years. And then I finally, went to a comedy club. I met D.L. Hughley and I said, I want to do comedy. He said, well, come back next week. I said, give me 2 weeks. I went home, I wrote something, I guess it was material. I don't know what, I wrote some things, but in that time I was going around to all the different comedy clubs and seeing what was going on, how it worked, how to do comedy, write jokes, stage presence, things like that. And so basically that's how it all started for me. And then I went and got a room in 1990. I went and got my own comedy night and made it successful. It was one of the hottest nights in the country on a Tuesday at the Townhouse in LA from 90 to 97. And we groomed comedians there: Jamie Foxx, AJ Johnson, Ricky Harris, TK, Martin Lawrence, Joe Torre, Guy Torre, Faison Love. Everybody came through my Earthquake, Pierre, everybody came through my room on a Tuesday night to perform. And basically that's what happened, how it went down.
All right. So were you a class clown? What was it that always made you knowing that you were funny, or were you always cracking jokes with the family at family gatherings? What was it?
Not really at family gatherings. My grandmother was the oldest of 10, and I had great uncles who were some of the funniest men I ever knew. I had my Uncle Charlie. He was a character when himself. He was thin, but he wore his shirt open, and he had a lot of that turquoise jewelry that he wore all the time, and drove a Cadillac. And my other Uncle Ansel. These were some of the funniest men ever. And so I got it from them, and my brother was funny. But yeah, I was class clown. I was voted class clown in my high school, and Los Angeles High School. I'm an LA High Roman, and so I was voted class clown. So yeah, people knew when I did my debut on Comic View in '97, everybody called and was like, "We just been waiting on you. We just been waiting and stuff." And so, yeah, so definitely, absolutely.
Okay. So you've been on HBO's Def Comedy Jam. HBO's Def Comedy Jam broke out so many people's careers and, put them on the map. You've done BET's Comic Views. You did that for 10 seasons. You've done some acting. Which one do you feel gave you your biggest break?
Well, the Comic View, when we did Comic View, and I'm gonna tell you a story how that happened. They wouldn't let us do Comic View. Cheryl Underwood and I are best friends for 15 years, and we were like, "Why we can't do Comic View?" The talent booker at the time didn't want us to put us on the show because we were too blue. Blue meaning dark comedy, cursing and profanity and sexual content. So they consider that blue. So they didn't want to do it. And so DL was the host for the first 2 years because it was his show. And then they decided to change the format and change the host every year. You won, you became the host. So Cedric came in and was the host. And we were like, who is this Cedric, the entertainer? All these comedians already here in LA, and y'all done brought somebody from St. Louis. Who is Cedric? So Cheryl Underwood and I got dressed and we went down to the show where it was taping. And we started heckling Cedric. We were like heckling Cedric, like, where DL at? Where DL? And everything. We didn't care. He wasn't who he is now. Right. And we heckled him, but he was so sweet, whatever. And then the talent booker and my friend, TJ McGee, who I was my church mate, we went to church together as kids. He was already a stand-up comedian, and he came up to us and he said, "Hey, they want y'all to do Comic View. They've changed the talent bookers and everything, and we got new people in, and we want you to do Comic View." And we said, "Yeah, of course." And they were like, he said, but here's the thing. We like, just tell us what we need to do. Tell us what we can and cannot do, and we can do it, because we don't write the profanity and all of that stuff. That's just the seasoning. Can you tell a joke without that? Absolutely. Can you have a piece of chicken with just salt and pepper? Absolutely. But seasoned salt or whatever makes it, what it is. And so they were like, you can't do this and that. And we said, fine, we could do it. And we did Comic View for 10 years straight after that. We even had a 1 hour special, whatever. So basically, that was a breakout, and we thought, okay, we're gonna be on TV, and the phone was gonna start ringing, and we had to do it for 5 more years before somebody actually started calling us and booking us and stuff on gigs and stuff. So that is the I love my comedy. That's my first love. And then in 2004, I moved to Dallas to do radio. So I was on the radio for 2.5 years. We took the station from a 0.09 to a 2.4 in less than 2 years. That's unheard of in radio. And I felt like I'm born to do radio. I'm born to have my own opinions, and they allowed me to say whatever I wanted to say just without cursing and this and that. So I love doing radio. And so I don't know. My breakout, of course, is through comedy, but I have a love-hate for comedy now because it's gotten so political and so this and so that. And I've been fighting for our female rights to be heard, our rights to be paid. And it's cost me a lot, Brandon, in my career. It has really cost me a lot to stand up for what is right.
So do you feel like you've been blackballed?
I'm not gonna say blackballed, but maybe bald, but not black. Maybe because they feel like I'm gonna come in and start some mess, and it's like, no, I just want it to be right. I just want us to be able to be paid what you all giving the men. I just want to work, and so I don't know. I'm just shifting right now, in my career, and I'll get it back and stuff. So I don't think blackball, but some people like, oh, they don't want to work with you, Hope, and it's only because I can walk in a comedy club and say, okay, the lighting is wrong, move the chairs up, change this, change that, the D-Day, I hear the reverb, and it's not for me to take over, it's for us to win, and I've been doing it so long and stuff, why not do it right? So now I'm just down to, I don't care what y'all look like, but make sure my mic is right. Make sure my lighting is correct. And if y'all want to look janky or whatever, that's on y'all. So now I'm just down to that. And really, honestly, Brandon, I've helped everybody else and forgot to help myself. That's really it. So
And
now
I could tell you've been in Cali for a long time. You know why?
why?
Because you just said janky.
I've been here all my life, pretty much. I've been here 58 years.
Shoot, that's a Cali word, and I'm born and raised in LA, so
Right.
that's our word that we use,
Oh,
janky.
janky ass.
Yeah, yeah,
Janky, just janky.
just janky.
Yeah, that's a Cali word.
This is
People
definitely.
tell me when I go other places, like you sound, they say we have an accent. I said, we don't have an accent. Do you think we have an accent in California?
They say we hit our R's hard.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I can
Mhm.
see that. But every time I go somewhere in LA, people like, I can tell you from somewhere else. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure we have a great. Okay, great. I said they like I could tell you from somewhere else, and then I always rep Cali. I'm proud to be a Californian. I'm proud from
Right.
Inglewood, always up to no
My,
good.
my high school, Inglewood High,
The high. What year did you come out?
92,
Oh, you a baby. Yeah.
92, 92.
Mhm.
All the good ones was there when I was there. Harold Miner, Mac 10, Paul Pierce.
They just gave Mac 10 the key to Inglewood.
I saw that.
I gotta be next, Brandon. Can you help me?
I can help you. I can help you do that. We've
I,
been talking. We'll
yeah.
talk. We'll talk offline. We got some stuff coming.
Okay, great.
Okay. Let's get back to your career.
Okay.
All right. So you done film, you done some stage.
Mhm.
How do you like doing acting?
Um, I like acting. I tell people all the time they want to put me in their movies and stuff. I said, just don't give me a lot of lines. I can't remember. They got too old. I can't remember, but redundancy, doing something redundantly and stuff, that's how you learn. But I love acting. I don't know if I would want a sitcom per se. I would want a talk show more so, or maybe some walk on lines or something like on some of these reality shows, or just a breakout character, or something like how Jennifer Lewis, is on, or you just kind of come and go like the neighbor next door, or something like that, whatever. But I don't know if I would want to commit to a full-time show, or something like, and even movies are even slower. Movies are a lot of sit down and wait till your turn, just waiting in your trailer, going over it over and over again and stuff. I just don't know if I had the patience for it anymore and everything. So,
But Hope, if you get on a sitcom, that's where the money gonna come in. That steady money where you get on and then you get them, weekly checks. And then if the show get picked up for another season,
okay, let's work on it.
yeah, yeah. Get
Okay.
you on one of them shows, like one of those bounce TV shows, sitcoms or something like that.
Bounce. Brandon, please, Brown.
Hey, I know a lot of my people come from bounce. I got
From
some. Mhm. Yep,
okay.
yep.
On it.
I mean, we can shoot higher, but I'm just putting it out there. We
Okay.
can definitely shoot higher.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. So you did radio.
Mhm.
Are you
Love
gonna
doing
are you
it.
gonna start do you have any where you want to start bringing other comedians or upcoming comedians under your umbrella, or
Oh
grooming
my
them?
God. That's what I've done a comedy convention for the last 10 years. I've taken comedians on the road. They have slept on my couch. They have driven my car or whatever. I am over it with them. I am over it. I have helped so many people get to another level. I just need to help myself. This is the next 5 to 10 years. I just say 5 years for a short window is all about me. It's all
Okay.
about me. It's all about getting me to the next level. It's all about working with somebody who is a strategist and marketer that can help me put all of these things that I do in and figure out how we're going to market it. How we got how we're going to market it, how we're going to get me back out there, how we're going to create a buzz. Because they claim you got to have something going in order for people to want to read it, but let's build it from the ground up. Let's, I'm not new to this. You know what I'm saying? People know who I am or whatever. It's just the people that have the juice to pick up that phone and they answer and they say, hey, Brandon, you know, whatever. You say, hey, Hope need blah, blah. And it's a win-win. It ain't a fight. You ain't got you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And just really helping me to get back out there with all the things I got going and how can we package all of this stuff in one. And we're going to talk about all the stuff I got going so we can see.
So in doing that, do you with like the Queens of Comedy tour, would you ever want to see yourself on something like that with some of the other big names where you're touring? Do you like touring at all? Because I know touring is a lot of work.
It is, but I like touring. And it's funny, I have another story. I gave that original idea to Walter. And he said it would never work. He said nobody wants to see a bunch of bitches talking shit on stage, all that. And then I pitched me, Cheryl Underwood, Lunel, and Melanie Camacho.
Okay.
And then next thing I look up, here's the Queens of Comedy with a whole different cast of girls that I love and respect so much. And nothing against any of them. I love them. Adele, I love. Laura, I love. Some more. Monique is my girl and stuff. We've toured together. We've worked together, all of us. So, you know, and just fast forward, I was on a girls' night out for laughs hosted by Nene Leakes, and it was very successful, you know, until she said some crazy shit, messed it all up or whatever. I told Nene, I said, let me write some jokes for you, or you don't have to write anything. You have enough female comedians. You got over 150 years of comedy here. All you got to do is go up, change clothes, be charming, let people love you, and that's it, and bring us on. You know, we're gonna do all the heavy lifting. And people in her camp it just didn't go. It could have been very, very successful. And so I don't know where we are with that now, but yeah, something to revisit. But yeah, I would love to be on a tour or my own tour, you know, try to do my Cat Williams thing, my Issa Rae, and I just got to do it myself, Brandon. I just got to do it myself.
Okay, so we're speaking this into existence and we're putting it out here, and you're going to hear it first on the Miracle Marketing Podcast. All right.
Yes.
So Hope Flood is headlining her comedy tour. She's bringing on some comedians. Who you got?
Oh, I gotta bring my boy Speedy. He's so funny. He's
females, all females.
All females? Oh, all my
females. God. This is a female tour.
This is my wish list. This is my wish list.
Yes.
Okay. Lunel, of course, my bestie. Lunel. I would love to work with Adele again. Adele was given to work with. Okay. I would love to work with Cheryl, but Adele and Cheryl don't get along. Well, Cheryl don't get along with Adele. I don't even know if that's squashed or not or whatever. But Cheryl. Let's see. I'll bring a newbie on, maybe Jess Niche. She's a force. She's a new female comedian. I will bring her on. Maybe Tori Hart, you know, just for that recognition. Let's see who else. She
produces a lot of projects.
She does.
And,
you know,
and executive producing. I met Tori in Atlanta.
Yeah, she's a great girl. Coco Brown. Okay. Those would be my choices.
All right, ladies, you hear that? We're speaking it into existence that we putting together this female comedy tour. You heard it first on the Miracle Marketing.
And you know what? You know, the Black and Brown, see, the fellas can get together, Brandon. The fellas got together, the Black and Brown tour. George Lopez hosted. Cedric, DL, Eddie Griffin, and Charlie Murphy, may he rest well. They put their money up themselves, and they went and got the venues, and they did everything, and they split the money, you know, whatever. They didn't have a promoter or didn't need one because they all had their own money, and they put their money together and they went on a tour. You know, it's hard because I can't even get four females to even sit down and talk about something like that, you know, and I think it would, I know it would be successful because it's not out there. Nobody's doing it.
Well, we're speaking it up now.
We're speaking it,
and it's going to happen now. Tori Hart, you hear that? Tori Hart, you want to executive produce it?
20, get some money from your ex, okay?
We know he got the paper.
Plenty coins,
Yes.
plenty coins.
Yes.
100,000, 100, 1 mil, Kevin, and we can make it happen, okay?
Kevin Hart, you hear that? We're
Yes,
putting it
yeah,
out there.
1 mil,
Right.
we can make it happen. Yes.
There we go. There we go. Speaking of LA, and since you're in the comedian circuit, we had my boy, we went to high school together, Slink Johnson, on the show. Do you know
Okay.
Slink?
Absolutely no Slink.
Okay, cool. Cool.
It's Slink because somebody said Slink was old.
No, me and Slink graduated a year before me.
Somebody tried to tell me Slink was 60 years old. I said, Slink is not that old because he from my neighborhood that I lived in off of Larch and Arborvitae and stuff or whatever. But I know Slink.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Slink went to Inglewood together. He was on the show a few months back. So I was just wondering, because I know comedians mostly all know each other. So I was wondering who knew Slink.
Yeah, he knows me.
Yeah.
Me and Lunell used to sit up and watch Black Jesus, and we would be laughing so hard, and then we looking around like, are we supposed to laugh this hard? Are we supposed to be laughing at this? Because this is hilarious. I loved him in that, or what I wish they would bring it back. It was so on the edge and so off the cuff, but I'm like, would Jesus act like that in this day and age? He probably would, you know? Because he already Black and dealing with us and our issues and stuff. It's just something that I would love to see that in a movie. You know, he's touring right now as well. I would love to get on something with him as well.
All right, let's put the word in with Slink and get that you guys together. All right, so Hope.
Yes.
If you could play any role that you wanted to play, what would it be? Any role.
Any role
that you wanted to play.
What like a movie that's already out or something new?
Whatever it's you. You put it, you tell me what you would want to do.
I would want to play a role where when I was a big girl, I ain't a big girl no more. I want to see the big girl win. I want to see, I had a movie that I wanted to do like with Ice Cube or somebody beautiful and fine, Tyler Lepley or somebody like that, where you would think that he, you know, they like the skinny girl, but the big girl is beautiful as well. She's got a heart of gold. And she ends up with the beautiful man that's, you know, has everything. And he just absolutely loves and adore her. Sort of like Jill Scott in Why Did I Get Married or something like that. You never see the big girl win like that. She's always the butt of the jokes, or she's always the comic relief or something, but you never see her really get a love. And I think we need to see more of that.
So are you...
You know,
so are you gonna put weight on to get back to that role if you need to?
No.
Can't.
No, I didn't like, and no dig to the big girls or anything like that. But I did not enjoy being a big girl. I'm 5 feet tall. I wear a 6.5 shoe. I should never have been 300 pounds. You know, that was a lot for my knees and my body, and it caused me to have a lot of problems and stuff. So about 6 or 7 years ago, I decided to have gastric sleeve surgery. And so I lost 130 pounds from that. And I've been able to maintain it and keep it off. And then I've had a lot of work done. I'm a walking work done girl. you heard it first.
Well, you looking good. So.
Thank you. And it's because I think that Black women need to stop shaming other Black women for getting work done, for enhancing themselves. Y'all don't say nothing to them Kardashians or any of them other people that do it, but you want to clown Nicki, you want to clown Cardi B. I think they look fabulous. And I think Black women, when I have these conversations with Black women, well, if he don't like me with my flat ass and my fupa, then fucking. A lot of times they don't like you with your flat ass and your fupa or whatever. And if you got a couple of dollars or whatever, if you got a bag, go get some work done. It's okay. I mean, they say Black don't crack, but it sags. It starts sagging after a while. And then after I had the surgery, I had a lot of, you know, just hanging skin and this and that I needed to get cut off and taken care of. I'm in the business. I had to get my teeth redone. One of the side effects is that the gastric sleeve surgery rots your teeth out. So I had to
Mm.
get my teeth done, you know, and stuff. And so I just been during the pandemic, I stayed in Tijuana, me and my girlfriends. She going to get a boob job. I'm going to get a BBL. She going to get her this. I'm going to get my teeth fixed. And we just taking each other back and forth to Mexico, to Tijuana, getting work done. I have an amazing doctor down there. My shout out to my doctor, Manriquez, and he's not expensive, and he loves me to death, and he just works on me, and I'm not afraid to get worked up. People are like, aren't you afraid of dying? I'm like, no. I can run out the street right now and get shot. Anything can happen. I don't live my life in fear.
You
I don't
can't.
live my life in fear. I don't, you ain't scared to get on a plane? I said, no, I'm not scared to get on a flight. I'm not scared to do I'm fearless. When my mother died at 56 years old in 2003, Brandon, I got her fearlessness, and she raised me to be this awesome woman. And I didn't understand it back then. I just thought she was just a mean lady. I thought my mother hated me and mean to me, but I now realize what she was doing. And I wish she could see me now, and I wish I could
You
know
watching
she's
me?
and that she's proud of me, of the woman I've become, of the mother I've become, raising my baby all by myself. And now I'm a grandmother and stuff. And I still got a lot of work to do and a lot of stuff I want to do, that I'm going to do rather. And so I just hope she's proud of me. That's all I
Yeah,
ever want.
she is.
Thank you.
So
And I could
we're running short of time, so we're gonna
Mhm.
plug everything you got going on in these last few minutes. Tell
Okay.
our viewers what you got going on, what they need to look out for.
Um, I have several businesses I got going on or whatever. So this is my hat line. I do amazing cowboy hats I design. This is my lip glitter line called Hope Lips. My hats by hope.biz, Hope Lips, HOPELIPSS.com. It's my lip glitter line. So it's a lip glitter, it's an eyeshadow and a body glitter. That I do. And then my hats, and then my comedy, Hope Flood, Hope.Flood on Instagram. I know you're going to add all of those things. And then I finally found a sponsor, and I'm going to work with you on this project. I finally found a sponsor for my 11th annual Purple Carpet Celebrity Comedy Awards tribute, where I honor people in the business. Last year, I honored 13 people. And this year, I'll probably honor 10. Jamie Foxx. I haven't confirmed any of these people, so I'm just speaking it all into existence.
We speaking
Jamie
it out
Foxx,
now.
Jamie Foxx, Tasha Smith, Garrett Morris, the Wayans family, Robert Townsend, Cheryl Underwood, Sherry Shepherd, Curtis Gatson, who started Comic View, who people are still eating off of Comic View, and more and more. I have more people I want to honor and stuff, and so I just feel like I want to give people their flowers while they are here, Brandon. And we do not have an award show for comedy and comedians, but everybody calls us to make them laugh, you know, whatever. But nobody has put together an award show. And last year was short of the BET Awards. I had musical guests, I had comedians and poets and all kinds of things. It was a show basically. And so got a sponsor, just trying to get it all together now. We've been in talks, we're gonna lock our venues down and get our honorees together, and then we're gonna start our promotions.
All right. Well, let's do it.
That's it. That's all I got. We're working on trying to get my own show. People like, hope you need to do a podcast. And I'm saying to myself all the time, I just don't think I'm that interesting that somebody would want to tune into me all the time. But it
Why
could
is
happen.
that?
I don't know. I just don't think that interesting all the time. And then I'm kind of personal. So I don't want everybody always in my business and stuff or whatever. But I want to talk about relationships. And three or four people have said, hope you have a unique perspective about how relationships and things like that. So I've been working on it with What the Female, with me, my girl Nikki Pam, Mike Hill, the sports commentator, and Aaron from Aaron D. Spears from Being Mary Jane,
Mm-hmm.
the act Blue Hill. We have been doing it. We have done it sort of like the one they do, the conversations one that they do and
Okay.
stuff, whatever. But this is, we're older, you know, whatever. We've been through more. Them kids, they young, they ain't been through nothing yet. So that's something. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And then
Okay.
I'm looking for a husband. I'm looking for a husband. Okay. Let me rephrase that. I don't know if I'm looking for a husband me and my girlfriend say, I'm looking for somebody to do life with.
Okay. All right.
That's
You don't necessarily have to be married to have somebody to do that with.
I'm looking for somebody to do life with.
Okay. So I'll send some people your way. I may have someone for you.
I love David Banner, but I heard he got married.
He did?
That's what they say, but he never talked about it.
Okay. Well, some people like to keep
Love,
they
I
like
love
private.
Lavelle Crump. That's his real name. You know, I've done a lot of research on it. He's got 2 master's degrees. He's smart. He's intelligent. I love a smart, beautiful man. Oh my God, I love a smart, beautiful man. And
Okay.
yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's it.
Well, thank you for taking the time out to be on the show.
You're
I
welcome.
really greatly appreciate it. You're welcome back anytime to promote any of your upcoming events.
Okay.
We are going to be working together very soon.
Okay.
We're speaking that project into existence.
Yes.
We're speaking that husband slash life partner into existence as well. David Banner, if you're not married, you heard that. Hope is looking for you.
I'm looking for you, David Banner and stuff. And you know, and I'll say this, and I know we have to go. What happens with me, I meet a lot of I meet men all the time. And my girlfriend said you have RBF, which is resting bitch face. And it's not that I have resting bitch face. A lot of times we out at the club, I'm either sleepy or I'm high, you know, whatever. And so I have this look on my face like that. And then so it's like men don't approach me. And I'm like, I'm good because the man who's going to approach me is not going to be intimidated by me. And because I'm not going to say I'm an alpha male, I'm just a strong Black woman. I ain't got time for that BS. I got about this much time for that BS. And so if you about that BS, then I'm not the girl for you because I'm busy and I'm working. I'm trying to build something and I'm looking for somebody. I'm the butterfly, Brandon. I'm the butterfly. And what happens, everybody loves the butterfly until they get to know the butterfly. And then what do people want to do with a butterfly? They want to catch it and put it in a jar and put some holes in it.
Instead of letting it
Right,
fly.
right. Only for them to see, you know, and they want to capture me. And I'm the butterfly. I'm a Cancer. You can't capture a Cancer. You can't do that to us. You gotta let us fly. We ain't going no. We be back. We be back. We just out and about. So it has to be somebody that's secure enough in their manhood to allow me to be me, who's not trying to change me and stuff. I wear nails. If you don't like women with nails, I'm not the girl for you. Sometimes I wear wigs. Sometimes I wear weaves. Sometimes I wear braids. Sometimes I'm natural. And you have to be able to accept every aspect of who I am because I'm not going to keep changing for every person because of their insecurities. I cannot do it. This is all. This is it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you, Hope, for taking the time out of your day. And we appreciate you for being on the show.
Thank you.